We only have 10 minutes, and you're talking about someone running to Whataburger.
Fix your thing so it's not 10 minutes.
It's 10 minutes until I figure out how this thing works. With the camera, we only have one camera, and we don't have the background on here. This is all a test, people.
It's all a test. So
Right.
in 10 minutes, Larry, we wouldn't make it out of the parking lot to get down to Whataburger.
No, I know. I was saying that, like,
Go back to thinking about that.
when we were, at KS, and the show's going, you have a lot of like. Little interns and people that are trying to break into radio.
Little interns.
Whatever. So you have
we all started as a little intern.
Right, but you have these guys who are willing to do things that you need them to do for like $50. So like in other words,
whole line sounded so inappropriate.
No.
What you have is you have these guys who are willing to do things for you
for $50.
that they're not normally willing to do.
No, but what I mean is like, so like there's a Whataburger, but it's in the Springs, right?
Yeah, right.
And nobody will go with me. Nobody thinks it's worth the drive.
It's really not.
Anyway, so
Their
apparently
buns,
you don't either.
Their buns were dry. Yeah, you even said it wasn't good. Thank you, WIGNZ.
No, listen.
Larry, you even said it wasn't a satisfying meal.
What I'm saying is it's still a Whataburger, and just because they opened and they were making mass amounts of food means it wasn't up to regular Whataburger greasy standards.
All
it was
the
very
more
dry.
reason it should be on point. It was all the new customers rolling through.
I know, but when you have a 4-mile long line,
Okay.
then they have to cut corners.
All right.
So anyway, my point is that.
What is your point?
My point is, back in the day, we could tell some guy,
Right.
hey, I'll give you $50 if you go get us Whataburger, and they would have done it.
And you would let them take your car most
Right,
of the time.
and
like
we'll buy you
heaven.
food too or whatever.
Yeah.
So we don't have nobody in that age range that has no life. You know what I mean?
It's called
They're out there.
Grubhub.
No, they're not going to drive to the Springs
They're
for
not going
me.
to the Springs.
You can pay Uber people.
Are
And
you
I haven't
craving
ordered-
the sandwich or are you craving the Dr. Pepper shake?
Both.
Okay.
And I haven't ordered Grubhub or Uber Eats since the story came out that 8 out of 10 drivers steal your food.
Larry, we had that story like 5 years ago
No.
and told you.
Anyway,
that-
I just haven't ordered since, so it's like I don't trust them. And sometimes
It wasn't the fact that they charge you $20 for a $5 item.
Listen.
That wasn't the reason why you stopped.
That's
It's the
why Chris
fact
told me to
that
stop.
You're mad that people put their hands in your food.
Like, in other words, I've gotten food from like Famous Dave's before, and I was like, I swear you usually get more wings than this. I didn't know that
It's so
Helen was in her car licking her fingers because she ate
And
4 of
put their
them.
hand back in to
Right.
touch them.
Oh, that makes me
We
so
only
mad.
have 10 minutes, and this is like the second time we've recorded, and we already went straight to the food.
Right.
Sorry.
Okay.
We've already
So
went straight to the
here's
food.
what we
yeah.
were going to talk about. There's this new trend.
We had a plan?
Right. There's this trend
Larry had a plan.
when you're
WIGNZ.
getting mugged now. Like people will follow you to your house in their
Scary.
car.
Yeah.
And then when you pull up in your driveway, they'll pull behind you and
Okay.
then they'll mug you.
Yes.
And so that's really scary. So you have to just be aware in this new world that we live in and just always be aware of your surroundings. I told Chris, if somebody pulls behind you in our driveway, then just hit reverse
Yes.
and push them out.
Absolutely.
Because something's about to go down and somebody's going to pull a gun on you. And, I've seen those videos where the carjack fails. And
Those are my favorite videos.
Yeah, exactly. Where you run over the guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the ones like when they try to get the person steal the car when they're like gassing it up, and the person like usually just pulls the gas thing out and starts spraying.
Oh, yeah,
the
I saw
people
that
that
one.
are about to steal
That
the
was
car.
awesome.
It was awesome. Like she sprayed it into the van where the people jumped out of.
Coated him completely.
Coated
All she
in
needed was a
gasoline.
lighter.
Yeah.
But there was a guy who kind of held on to his car when he was being carjacked, and then the kid that was carjacking him took off and hit something.
Oh, no.
The door hit, and so it like basically killed
And the guy was like, I'm just trying to give Larry his Whataburger.
Right, exactly.
No, I'm saying-
it's my first day as an intern.
I'm saying if
It's
confronted,
dangerous.
let them take your car.
It's so dangerous
Yeah.
though, but you don't know what's in. I don't know. Like your whole life is usually in that car.
There
It's
were
about
some
to drive away
break-ins
from you.
in Denver, just like the cars that were parked, and the neighbors tried to confront the guy. It was like 5, 6 in the morning, but the sun's coming up, and the guy they tackled him, but then he pulled out a gun, and so you just don't know
You
who
don't
you're
know.
fighting. Like,
Especially in road rage, like there's so many times where we all kind of like will get aggressive or mad at somebody.
Yeah.
And you
I
don't
like how he
realize-
says, "We all."
That is 100% true.
It's
I've been on
true.
the phone with both of you
Oh, no,
when you're
for
on
sure.
the phone and you
For
road
sure.
rage out.
I zen out.
Oh my
bro.
God, he's
You
such a
zen?
liar.
Since when have you started
I've always,
zenning?
you know, here's the thing. I always have, and he would give
He
me
won't give you
crap because
credit.
he says you drive slow. Because
you
when you drive
do
the speed
drive
limit,
slow. It's painful
you-
when Wiggins
it's
follows
not,
us.
I know, but it's not about like the road rage is rampant just because people drive crappy and people will cut you off or people will.
And it's a way, road rage is a way like that we can control our day all of a sudden. We have a 2-ton vehicle that we are
Right.
behind the wheel of, and no one's gonna get in front of me today.
Right, and then
And all of a sudden, like we something in us, like, and it's a space issue when we're on the car. When we're in the
For
car,
sure.
if someone moves into your space, all of a sudden you don't like that person, and you don't even know who they are, but they're in your space, or they're not respecting your space, and it makes you want to go crazy on them.
to be safe, I always make the rule that you don't fully road rage with somebody unless they're like a woman that's over 70. It's got to be
Until
a
you see the
woman,
white of her
and
hair.
she's got to be over 70, and then I will take that to the mat. I will be like, pull over.
Do you remember
Pull
that Wiggins,
over.
when he did that with the old lady going down Leetsdale? Do you remember that? Do you remember
Only
that?
old ladies, because an old man could still pull out like some sort of old revolver.
Right.
Ah!
He's got a shiv in the end of
Right.
his cane.
He
He's
fought in
coming
World
for you.
War
Right,
II.
exactly.
He ain't joking.
But you can go after Mabel.
Right.
Yeah.
She only thing she does that would kill you is put lard in her recipes. You know?
Right, because she killed her husband a long time
Slowly.
ago. Didn't you have road rage with someone, Larry, and then you got out at the 7-Eleven and they were
about to beat
and
me
then
up.
they recognized
Well, there was about to
you.
be. I had like 4 guys in my car,
Oh,
and they had
that's
4
right.
guys in their car.
That's right.
A little bit of a road rage incident.
Right.
And we pulled over at the 7-Eleven, and I
Right.
saw one guy who was wrapping ace bandage around his brass knuckles.
That's what it was.
And I was like, "Oh, this is actually happening." And then,
well, he was being very thoughtful at least.
right, exactly.
I'm not getting blood on
right,
these
exactly.
knuckles.
It's not going
Right.
to be like a deep gash. It's going to really.
Right, and then they recognized me,
Thank
and then it all
God.
went away. And they're like, "You're Larry!" And
Which
I was
friends
like,
were you with?
Yes, I am.
Were you
I
with-
was with the non-fighting
Oh,
friends.
then that's probably best.
Right. I was with the
You were like
never
with
been in a
Chad
fight. Right.
And all those weaklings.
Right. I didn't
You
have
weren't
the
with,
twins.
Who wants some?
Right. I didn't have Justin Miller by my side.
Okay, yeah, right. Justin Miller fought the cops. That's
Yeah.
how much of a gangster he was.
R.I.P.
That
Yeah,
sounds
right,
like
R.I.P.
something not to do.
Yeah, amen.
Yeah, but when you're drunk, sometimes you have the want to get verbal with the cop, and he was like just telling this guy that he was going to have sex with his wife and this,
It
that,
was
the other.
just really inappropriate.
And then the guy was like whispered in his ear after he was in the back of the squad car. He's like, "Good luck finding your car."
Right? Because cops can hide your car forever in an
in
impound
some-
lot.
Right. So
lose
he
some
found it.
paperwork.
Eventually, he found it, and it was all
Found
the
it
seats were
in-
torn up.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the
Yeah.
windows had been left down, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very-
So don't lip off to the wrong cop.
No,
Or
no.
road rage. Just
Right.
road
Back
rage.
to road rage.
Well, yeah. I mean, nobody
you can
wants
lip
to
off
road
to
rage.
an old lady. You don't want to road rage. And you know what I've been working on is the fact of, okay, Kathie, in what's the matter of 4 minutes? Is the 4 or 5 minutes of the difference really going to make a point in your day? But you know, I'm always running late, so to me, 4 to 5 minutes really does make a
Right,
difference.
because you're already 30 minutes late.
Thank you.
don't want to be 35 minutes
Exactly,
late.
because then it looks like I really didn't care. You know, 30 minutes I can blame on traffic. I had to get gas.
You know, I used to be the late person for years and years. That was my rep. I got a bad image for it. And then for, like, you know how, like, we know that there's a couple guys we know that were, like, they bordered between normal and chubby.
Okay.
And then one day they just stopped being chubby.
Not where I thought this was
Well,
going.
Not at all.
Listen,
Not
they
at
just
all.
made a conscious decision that they were never going to be chubby again.
Okay.
So,
So by being skinny, they're never late.
right. So it,
If you're skinny, you're always on time.
no, so
You're efficient.
No, I just at one point in my life, I said I'm not going to be late anymore.
Okay.
And so I just started showing up to things early, and then I became that guy. I'm like,
Right.
I'm the first one here, and
It would
nobody's
be weird. You get a
Right.
phone like
No,
Larry's
but the
like 15 minutes-
reputation, exactly. The reputation, though, and now that you show up on time, is like, oh,
Why is he-
Yeah,
why is
you're
he-
early.
And
You're,
I've been on time
Like,
for
was
like
he lost?
5 years
Someone
now.
told me you had to go to a movie premiere and you were literally there like 45 minutes early to the movie premiere.
Right, I
That's
know.
not you.
I know.
You're a walk-in
we're
when the
running out
lights
of
go
time,
up.
people.
Oh,
You
okay,
literally,
sorry,
you
sorry,
literally
okay.
have 35
Oh, well,
seconds
okay.
to wrap
Well,
up.
Okay, well-
hashtag I'm from Denver.
Sorry, these are so short. The next 10 minutes is coming your way next.
Well, we spent the first half just talking about Whataburger
Yeah,
and
thanks a
Larry
lot.
getting it
And they
delivered.
didn't even
This has
pay
been
us.
brought to you by Whataburger.
No.
An hour and a half away. way.
I am about to give it
Whataburger.
to him. I'm going to show him the I'm from Denver numbers and be like, hey, let's start working
Exactly,
together.
right.
2 Whataburgers are coming to Denver.
Yeah, yeah.
They are?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So we can chill out. And I'm
Do you
giving
mean the guy's delivering them to you?
No,
Right.
there's going to be 2 locations.
I was gonna say,
Are
you
we
should
still
have
on?
3 Whataburgers.
Are we still on?
Give us.
Yeah, 4 seconds.
There's an In-N-Out coming to Stapleton.
Okay, good.
Hashtag I'm from
Stapleton.
Denver.